It's time for all of my cozy videos of the year. This is my favorite time of year to film these kinds of videos, and I try to romanticize every season as best I can, but fall, it just comes so easily. It's so easy to romanticize, right? So I want to share everything that I'm doing to really make the most of the season, and this isn't just for October. It blends into November and December for me as well. We don't get snow here, so it basically fall is until February. And I saw a TikTok that basically said that people who are so obsessed with fall and look forward to the season so much are really just seeking slowness. They like the slowness of the season, the weather. It forces you to slow down. So instead of just focusing on all the external things that I can do for the season, which I will be doing as well, I want to really embrace that feeling of slowness this season and make the most of it and focus on the art of like noticing the season. Now, obviously this video will include a cozy little haul, and I'm really trying to limit what I actually purchase, and some of the things in this video were sent to me in PR, and I'm so grateful for them. But at the end of the day, fall and Halloween time has really turned into an overconsumption holiday and season, and I'm not a huge fan of that because I think that is the antithesis of what the season should actually bring. You don't need to buy anything new for the season. I'm sure you already have fall decor. You probably have books on your shelf you haven't read and movies that you can rewatch. I'm trying to focus a lot on what I already own for the season because I think that is also a way to embrace slowness and not overconsumption and just focusing on buying new. Now, exception for me for those things are candles and consumables, because obviously I usually go through those each season. So I go through all my fall candles, but if you still have fall candles from last year, those will do just fine. You don't need a new one. So I separated this video into different categories, so I'll do the haul along the way, but we're gonna start first with all of the free things that I'm doing to romanticize the season and different ways that I will be embracing the season of fall. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is walking outside every day as much as I can. I think seeing the weather changes, the leaves change, I think that is the first, I mean, it's about the season, and the season is outside. It's not inside. We can create the atmosphere as much as we want indoors, but ultimately, to embrace the season, you have to go outside. So doing fall activities outside, just walking every day, so I can really notice the season and the change of the leaves and the weather and just embrace it, because this is the first week now, which is why I'm filming this now. It's a little bit late because it has been so hot still. I feel like summer lasted so long for us, and I want to take advantage every single day and be outside as much as possible, even if that's just walking in the backyard or something. Cozy hobbies, let's talk about it. I'm going to be shopping my own puzzle collection and not buying anything new. Now, Soonish did come out with a Halloween advent calendar puzzle box it looks incredible, but I did not buy it. I am trying to go through the puzzles that I already have. I actually have a couple that I haven't done, but for the season, I'll be redoing a puzzle. I love to redo puzzles. If you do that, if you already have puzzles that you like, and just redo one. It's probably been at least a year if you have fall or seasonal puzzles. So this is from the New Yorker. This is called Spooked. This puzzle is so good. It's 500 pieces. It's just challenging enough. I did this, I think, 2 years ago. So it's been a minute for me since I have done it. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I can pretty much only have time for one puzzle. So that will be my puzzle of the year. Part of embracing the slowness of the season, I am going to be watching primarily DVDs. If I want to watch a movie, I'm not going to rent or buy anything new. I'm just gonna go to my collection and pop a little DVD in. I miss this activity. I used to do this all the time, and I've really stopped because I've been focusing on new releases, but I kind of want to revisit some old favorites that are cozy for the fall season. Obviously, they're all pretty much horror movies, and I just love putting in a DVD on a cold, rainy day and watching a scary movie. I think this is like the perfect thing. So these are the movies that I pulled from my collection that I'll keep out so I can see them and just put one in whenever I'm in the mood. Podcasts are free, and podcasts are a great way to embrace the season. I prefer to listen to fiction, like narrated stories. So No Sleep Podcast is always a go-to. They do a Halloween episode every single year, and it is fantastic. I listen to that one every year. Even if I don't keep up with the podcast throughout the year, No Sleep for their Halloween episode is the way to go. So look out for that one. And then also I discovered the Black Tapes podcast, which I had heard of before because they did a cross promotion with No Sleep a while ago. And so I finally got into Black Tapes, and it's been really, really fun and really cool to listen to. I love listening to it on my walks. And that to me is such a vibe for the fall season, is listening to a spooky podcast, like short stories and things, while on a walk outside in the crisp fall air. Like, what is not more cozy and fun than that? Obviously, creating a Spotify playlist for the season is an easy thing to do for free, and I've been creating one. I will link it down below if you want to take a listen. Maybe our music tastes align. It doesn't have too many songs on it right now. It's like 30 minutes worth of music right now, but I've been really enjoying it. For me, music and scents really set the tone of the season, and I changed those with the seasons. And don't worry, we'll get into scents in a little bit because I have a lot to show you in that category. This year, I'm kind of switching up the YouTube content that I'm consuming. I am trying to focus more so on long form content than short form. I think that is one way to embrace the slowness of the season. If you want entertainment, watch some movies, watch some longer YouTube videos. Some of my favorites for the season this year will probably be Kent Survival. I think his videos are so cozy. He just bought a woodland in England and it is gorgeous, and he just camps and he does like weird setups and different tents and things, but something about the slow pace of his videos is so relaxing. Emily's Literary Corner is a new channel I just discovered. She owns a bookstore and it's the most cozy videos you can imagine. Again, really slow paced. She's stocking her shelves. She's scanning in new books. She's making coffees for customers. It is just the ultimate cozy channel. And then if you want something a little bit more spooky, but still really fun, Ghoul Host is a good one. She does like expeditions and like goes and stays at Airbnbs. And something about her videos are very cozy, but also more on the Halloween, like spooky side. And I just love her aesthetic and her vibe. Now I did purchase some books and I am really trying not to. I know every reader faces the same issue. We just keep buying books faster than we can read them. But the two new books that I just picked up recently are The Har by David Sodergren and then Strange Houses by Uketsu. So these would be great to get to this season. I think I would focus more so on The Har because it's more horrifying. It seems a little bit like more for the season. Sorry if you can hear my cat rustling in the background. Now, two books that I know I will be reading for a fact this month will be Stolen Tongues by Felix Blackwell and Incidents Around the House by Josh Mallerman, because I'm filming these for a spooky video over on my horror channel. So go check that out if you want to watch me read these and do a little reading vlog for these. It'll be nice and cozy and spooky. But some other books that I've just had on my shelves for either a while or, you know, just shopping my own TBR. I think it's good to go into your collection and just pull a couple books that you would like to read in the month of October, in the season of fall. Phantasma. I don't read a lot of romance, but this is like Hunger Games, dark fantasy romance, so I think this would suit the season very, very well. The Carrow Haunt by Darcy Coates. I think any haunted house story or any supernatural story by Darcy Coates would suit the season really well as well. I already had this in my collection, so this would be a good one to get to. And then lastly, A Song at Dead Man's Cove by Anna Yudin. She sent this to me and it's a gothic story, and again, just suits the season of fall. This would actually be a great winter read too, so if I don't get to this in October, which to be honest, I probably won't, I will read this in the winter, but I'm very, very excited to read this. Ambiances. Great way to romanticize the season without spending any money at all. Now, I do pay for YouTube Premium, so I don't have ads on YouTube, and that really helps because it doesn't break up the ambiance. I really hate that. Now, it is hard to find ambiances on YouTube now that aren't AI, and I do try to find ones that aren't AI. Sometimes I will watch occasionally ones that are obviously AI. Sometimes you just don't know. But one channel that I love, go to every single time, every day, in the month of fall, I keep saying that, in the season of fall, is Arbuckle. He utilizes Hogwarts Legacy game to make his ambiances, and they are gorgeous, beautiful, perfect sound design, perfect music, background music. They're just really good to have on in the background. So I have an ambiance on 24/7. I will link some of my favorites down below. Walking tours on YouTube are my new favorite thing in the whole world, and there are so many fall and Halloween inspired inspired walking tours. So you can walk through Salem, Massachusetts. You can walk through Seattle, Washington on a rainy day. You can literally walk anywhere. I mean, obviously it's a video, but that is great ambiance to have. It's so cozy. They walk at a really slow pace. And I love looking at all of the neighborhoods in the fall time with the changing of the leaves, especially East Coast videos. I'm on the West Coast. We don't have many gorgeous neighborhoods like that, or not as many. The East Coast is just objectively prettier in the fall season. So look up walking tours on the East Coast. Thank me later. I also have a lot of random dark ambiances that I like to watch. Again, I'm pretty sure some of them are AI, but there's God Body Disconnect. There's like Blade Runner ambiance I put on a lot, just rainy, cyber, dystopian visuals. I love stuff like that. So again, I'll link some of my favorites down below. You could check them out. Something else you could do for free is just utilize the lighting that you already have. I'm sure you have lamps everywhere, old candles, even if they're not scented. Just make the lighting as good as possible. You don't have to buy anything new. Just utilize the lamps that you have. Maybe you have some unused lamps in your garage or something. Just bust those out. Try to avoid overhead lighting as much as possible. I did purchase these little candles. As you can see behind me, they are flameless candles. I feel like I had to do this because I cannot light candles with a almost 3-year-old running around. It's just not feasible. And a lot of the spots in the house that I want to put candles, we don't have a lot of shelving. We have some shelves, but I can't light candles on those shelves. So I can't really have a lot of fire, like flame candles out. So I got a bunch of these just battery operated. And then they have little remote control, which is really nice. And then you can change it to candle mode and they will flicker like real candles. So these are really cool. I love these. I plan on putting these everywhere when I do my decorating video, which I am scared I'm not gonna be able to film, to be honest, because my toddler is just so up in my business all day. I'm gonna have to decorate like around her, but I don't wanna like put her on my channel. So that's gonna be a little tricky to film, but I'm still gonna attempt to do it. Let's talk scents. Let's get into scents. Scents to me are, I mean, I'm sure everyone has like associations with fall, with certain scents, and that just makes the season for me. It is my favorite time of year to light candles, to wear perfume. Let's talk perfume actually for just a second. So I have, these two are gonna be my cozy scents. I did purchase some samples from Salt and Stone, and then I purchased a sample kit from Source, and those are a little bit more gourmandy, which is not really my thing. But out of my own collection that I already have from last year, we have these two that I will be wearing nonstop today. I'm wearing Angel Dust by Fugazi. This has cashmere in it, which just feels like a hug. It smells like TV static and a hug. I don't know how else to explain it. There's black pepper in it, so it sounds like it would be spicy, but I think that's what makes it smell like staticky. It's so cozy and lovely. This scent is one of my favorites. Whenever I feel like I need a hug or to feel like cozy, this one's so good. Teh Matcha from Le Labo. I know some people think that this is more of like a summer scent, which is kind of wild to me. It's funny how different scents work for different people in different ways. This to me is fall, winter. It's fig and matcha. I think there's a little bit of citrus in it. Maybe that's why people think it's like fresh and bright. But to me, it smells cozy. It's like a matcha tea on a cold day where it's raining. Maybe that's because that's when I wore it initially, is in the fall, I think is when I discovered Teh Matcha. But it is year round. You could wear it year round. I find it to be a little bit heavy on really, really hot days, so I tend to avoid it and just save it for fall and winter. So a company named Seance had sent me a couple of their fall scents, and these scents, they're like rollerball perfume oils. These are fall. If you want to smell like fall this season, you gotta smell some Seance fragrances. This one is Dead Man's Party. I love that name. This one's so nice. I could put the notes on the screen, but this one's nice. It's kind of incensey. Smells like Halloween party, you know? And then this one is All Hallows Eve. I think this is the more gourmandy one. Wind blows and dead leaves skitter across the cold ground, while the smell of candy and the laughter of children provide temporary comfort. I'm not very good at describing gourmands because I don't often reach for them, but this one also is cozy. This does smell like Halloween night, like candy, baked goods, crisp dead leaves, you know, that kind of vibe. just smells like fall. And then she also sent me the spray. So this is the spices of baked treats, the smoke of kindling, and the flinty aroma of cooking iron. This smells really good. It is kind of smoky. Yeah, this smells like what Gretel and Hansel, the movie, would smell like to me. Like you're walking through the woods and you stumble upon a witch's cottage and she's baking baked goods, but you smell the fire and the smokiness also. But this is a room and body spray, so you can spray this around your room and around your house. And this smells so good. It smells, I mean, it's called October Shadows. It's October in a scent. I don't know how else to describe it, but just, you gotta smell it. Candles. Candles are by far the best thing about fall, and it's pretty much the only time I burn candles. I'll burn a floral candle occasionally in the spring and summer, but in the fall and winter, I go all out. So the first thing I did purchase was the scented trio from Trader Joe's. This has spiced pear, falling leaves, and vanilla woods. And what I think is so funny about this is like September, October, December. September, October, November. There we go. I know my months. I swear I did not sleep well last night, so my brain is not really functioning all that well. But spiced pear smells like September to me, just like the end of summer. It's still kind of fruity and fresh and bright and not quite into the heavier fall scents because it's still hot, at least where I live. Falling leaves, I've already burned through. I'm not gonna lie. I've already burned through this guy. They're only 12 hours per candle. Oh my God, this smells so good. It's your standard falling leaves kind of candle. You smell leaves at Bath & Body Works. That's what this is. And then Vanilla Woods just smells like winter time to me. I obviously haven't burned it yet, so I'm not sure how what it'll smell like as it's burning. But Vanilla Woods smells like what you would think it would smell like. October Occult. She hooked it up this year. I love October Occult. It's my favorite candle brand of all time, and I'm so grateful that she sent me these candles. This is my favorite candle of all time for the fall season. Look at how gorgeous her candles are. Are you kidding me? Oh, the Autumn People. This smells like fall. This is the ultimate fall candle to me. Fall carnivals, crisp apple cider, burnt molasses, nutmeg, storm chasers, cinnamon, and clove. It's like spiced cider is ultimately what it smells like to me. It's just so cozy, appley, still fresh and warm. Love it. And then she does custom horror candles and Shelby Oaks. She made me a Shelby Oaks candle. If you know, you know. This is black spruce, black currant bud, blue cypress, frankincense, agarwood, amorous bark oil. I'm not sure what that is. This one smells like evergreen trees. It's very crisp, like you're walking through the woods. And that is Shelby Oaks. I think she nailed it. And I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. I mean, just the skulls on top, beautiful. She has a ritual candle, and this one is also so beautiful. I'm not sure what the scent is on this one or what the notes are, but it smells like food a little bit, like caramely. Again, it's just gorgeous. Look at how beautiful this is. Like, I want to keep this container. And then I believe she has a fall box that you can purchase. I'll link her website down below, of course. This is Midnight Society, Campfire, Marshmallows, Wood Smoke, Juniper Oak, Ghost Stories. This one's so smoky. This is literally like roasting marshmallows on a campfire in the woods. Beautiful. Salem, Midnight Plum, Citrus Fall, Cinnamon, Sandalwood Smoke, Dark Aged Patchouli. Lastly, Wicked Caramel Butter Popcorn. It just smells like caramel corn at a fall carnival. It smells so good. I love that one. That one's like perfect to light when you're watching a scary movie and you have popcorn. Consumables. Let's talk about consumables. So obviously I want to bust out my crock pot this year. We barely use it and we're just kind of uninspired. So if you have any recipes for crock pot meals that you love, please leave a link down below. Now, one of the things I really like to do every fall is get a new coffee syrup. So last year I did hazelnut. This year we are doing chocolate macadamia nut. I've already, started using it, obviously. I believe this is the syrup they use in the iced annihilators at Dutch Brothers. I never go to Dutch Bros, but I would get an iced annihilator when I would go, like years ago. So this is the fall flavor we're working with this season to make my coffees at home, which I try to do every single day. And then I did get a tea from Trader Joe's because I got an electric kettle finally, so I can make instant espresso. I can make tea a lot easier than like boiling water on the stove. I think an electric kettle is so cool and the way to go. So I got the Harvest Blend herbal tea from Trader Joe's. And this just smells like fall. I haven't tasted it yet. I can't remember if I've ever tried this before, but it has cinnamon, ginger, hibiscus, and chamomile. Okay, my daughter is officially screaming now, so I have to go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how you're romanticizing fall this year and the season and embracing the season, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.